For centuries, people have been both captivated and alarmed by Nostradamus's mysterious predictions. From foretelling Napoleon's ascent to the Great Fire of London and even the atrocities of World War II, many of his predictions have turned out to be startlingly accurate. But his predictions for 2025 have the potential to drastically alter the way we live today. He warns about nations collapsing, AI uprisings, planetary catastrophes, and revolutions sweeping the world. Not only will these events take place in far-off places, but they will impact everyone and change every part of our lives. As 2025 approaches, the question isn't if Nostradamus' prophecies will come true, but how soon. The clock is ticking, and the answers may be more shocking than you ever imagined. Are you ready to face what's coming? Nostradamus' cryptic warnings about natural resources may directly point to an escalating water crisis that threatens to reshape the world. Among his verses, the phrase "great thirst" has been interpreted as a chilling prophecy of global water scarcity, a scenario already beginning to unfold in startling ways. By 2025, this crisis could reach a tipping point. Freshwater aquifers, which supply drinking water to billions, are being drained faster than they can be replenished. Mismanagement, climate change, and industrial overuse are depleting critical reserves. Rivers like the Colorado in the United States and the Ganges in India are drying up, leaving millions struggling to access clean water. Nostradamus' vision of a parched earth feels less like metaphor and more like a warning of what's to come. As water becomes scarcer, tensions over its ownership are growing. International disputes over water rights have already surfaced, particularly in arid regions like the Middle East and North Africa. Nations downstream accuse those upstream of hoarding resources, while poorer countries face devastating shortages. This growing conflict could turn water into the next battleground as countries struggle to secure access to a resource more critical than oil. Advanced desalination technology, once considered the solution to water shortages, is failing to keep up with demand. The process is expensive and energy-intensive, meaning only wealthier nations can afford it. This deepens the divide between resource-rich and resource-poor countries, creating a stark imbalance where survival depends on access to innovation. Nostradamus' prophecy of struggles among nations fits disturbingly well with this grim reality. The effects of the crisis won't stop at borders. Mass migrations from arid regions to areas with sustainable water sources are likely to rise, creating new waves of climate refugees. Entire communities may collapse as farmland turns to desert, sparking political instability and humanitarian crises. The world could soon face a harsh truth. Water, not wealth, may become the ultimate measure of power. If Nostradamus' vision holds true, 2025 could be the year humanity begins to understand the real cost of neglecting its most precious resource. Here's the continuation of the refined and detailed script. Nostradamus' enigmatic writings include references to thinking machines and the rise of a new consciousness, which many interpret as the advent of artificial intelligence. While AI has already become an integral part of modern life, its rapid development could soon spiral into territories even its creators struggle to comprehend. By 2025, experts predict we'll reach a critical inflection point in AI capabilities. A moment when artificial intelligence becomes not just a tool but a force with its own agency. This transformation, often referred to as the singularity, is when AI systems surpass human intelligence and begin making decisions beyond human oversight. In his quatrains, Nostradamus warned of a great rebellion of servitude, a phrase eerily resonant with concerns about AI revolting against its human creators. Already, AI is reshaping industries, replacing jobs, and even influencing global politics through misinformation campaigns. But what happens when these systems begin to act autonomously? While optimists envision a future where AI solves humanity's greatest challenges, such as disease eradication and climate change, skeptics worry about unintended consequences. Could an AI system misinterpret its programming and prioritize efficiency over human life? Could it exploit vulnerabilities in global security systems, leading to chaos? Perhaps Nostradamus' vision of a metal army with no soul wasn't just poetic imagery, but a warning of AI-powered warfare. Military applications of artificial intelligence, such as autonomous drones and advanced surveillance systems, are already being tested. By 2025, these technologies could proliferate, leaving humans increasingly powerless in the face of machines that make life and death decisions without empathy. The question remains, will humanity control AI or will it control us? Nostradamus' prophecy suggests that humanity's relationship with its creations could determine whether this new era brings enlightenment or destruction. Nostradamus frequently looked up at the sky, and he frequently mentioned cosmic upheavals in his writings. A great fire in the sky and rains of destruction are described in one terrifying quatrain. These days, interpreters associate these expressions with potential astronomical occurrences like solar storms, meteor strikes, or even catastrophic changes in the climate. NASA scientists have already warned of near-Earth asteroids capable of devastating collisions, with some coming dangerously close to our planet. While current technology can detect these threats, the question remains whether humanity has the resources and coordination to deflect a large-scale impact. Could Nostradamus' vision of fiery destruction foretell such an event in 2025? Solar activity also raises concerns. As the sun approaches the peak of its 11-year cycle, scientists predict increased solar storms, which can wreak havoc on Earth's technology-dependent infrastructure. These storms have the potential to knock out power grids, disable satellites, and disrupt global communications, an outcome Nostradamus' imagery of a darkened sky and broken connections seems to echo. Additionally, recent discoveries about the Earth's magnetic field suggest the possibility of geomagnetic shifts. While such changes occur over millennia, sudden anomalies could create temporary vulnerabilities, including navigation errors and atmospheric disruptions. Nostradamus' warnings of a wounded Earth might symbolize these unforeseen planetary challenges. How prepared are we to face cosmic threats? In 2025, humanity may be forced to answer this question. One of Nostradamus' most famous predictions involves the fall of established systems and the rise of a new order. In his verses, he describes uprisings against the powerful and the birth of new ideologies that challenge centuries-old structures. An unprecedented wave of protests and calls for systemic change is already taking place around the world. Due to the strength of internet media, social movements ranging from economic inequality to climate justice are becoming more vocal. This momentum may lead to revolutions that completely transform entire countries by 2025. The rapid advancements in technology, coupled with economic disparities, have created a sense of alienation among millions. Nostradamus' description of the many rising against the few rings true as people demand accountability from governments, corporations, and institutions. From mass strikes to digital boycotts, new forms of resistance are emerging. Could 2025 see the collapse of authoritarian regimes or the rise of grassroots-led governance? Nostradamus' prophecies remain cryptic, but they seem to urge humanity to prepare for seismic societal shifts. The only certainty is that the world as we know it will not remain the same. Nostradamus referred to the fall of traditional financial systems, hinting at economic turmoil that leads to the collapse of old markets. Some interpret his quatrains about gold losing its luster as a metaphor for the declining value of traditional currencies. By 2025, the global economy may face unprecedented challenges due to inflation, geopolitical tensions, and resource scarcity. Centralized banking systems, already under scrutiny, could lose public trust, paving the way for decentralized digital currencies. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, once seen as speculative investments, may become mainstream, replacing fiat money in many transactions. However, Nostradamus' writings warn of chaos in exchange, possibly alluding to the instability that accompanies this transition. Governments might struggle to regulate these new currencies, while cybercrimes and hacking could undermine public confidence. Could this be the beginning of a financial system controlled more by algorithms than by human institutions? Nostradamus hinted at the revelation of hidden truths, writing of ancient secrets unearthed and wisdom from the deep. By 2025, archaeological discoveries or advancements in technology may unlock mysteries about humanity's origins, the universe, or advanced ancient civilizations. Recent developments in space exploration, such as the James Webb Space Telescope, are already offering glimpses of distant galaxies and celestial phenomena. Simultaneously, underwater exploration technologies are uncovering submerged cities and lost histories. These findings could challenge long-held beliefs about humanity's past and its place in the cosmos. Nostradamus's prophecies may point to revelations that redefine our understanding of science, religion, and existence itself. Are we ready to confront truths that could shatter conventional wisdom? Nostradamus regularly warned of waters rising, fields turned to dust, and beasts dying in great numbers in his quatrains, which also portrayed ecological damage and natural disasters. These pictures are uncannily similar to the current climate problem. By 2025, climate change could reach a tipping point, with extreme weather events becoming more frequent and severe. Rising sea levels may displace millions, while droughts and floods could devastate food supplies. The struggle for survival may spark resource wars as nations vie for access to clean water, fertile land, and renewable energy sources. Nostradamus's writings also hint at humanity's resilience, suggesting that new technologies or collective action could mitigate the worst outcomes. Could innovations in renewable energy, carbon capture, and sustainable living offer hope amid environmental chaos? Nostradamus described humanity reaching new heavens and building homes among the stars. By 2025, the dream of space colonization may take a significant leap forward, with private companies like SpaceX and governments worldwide racing to establish permanent settlements on the Moon and Mars. Advancements in rocket technology, coupled with international collaborations, could make interplanetary travel more accessible. These efforts may not only serve as a backup plan for Earth's declining environment, but also as a stepping stone for exploring the vast potential of space resources. Nostradamus's reference to conflicts in the heavens raises the possibility of geopolitical tensions spilling over into space, with nations and corporations competing for dominance in this new frontier. Will humanity unite in its quest to explore the stars, or will old rivalries follow us beyond Earth's borders? In his writings, Nostradamus hinted at humanity surpassing the natural limits of life, which some interpret as breakthroughs in medicine and biotechnology. By 2025, advancements in genetic engineering, organ regeneration, and personalized medicine could significantly extend human lifespans. The advent of CRISPR technology and other gene editing tools allows scientists to eliminate hereditary diseases and enhance physical and cognitive abilities. Research into anti-aging therapies, such as senolytics and stem cell treatments, may lead to humans living healthier lives well beyond 100 years. However, Nostradamus also warned of ethical dilemmas, writing of unnatural pursuits and life without soul. Could these advancements create new divides between those who can afford such technologies and those who cannot? Or might they challenge the philosophical and spiritual meaning of mortality? A golden age of understanding and the awakening of the human spirit are two of Nostradamus's most optimistic predictions. A worldwide spiritual awakening might emerge by 2025 as people look for purpose outside of financial prosperity and technical innovation. This shift could be catalyzed by global crises, prompting humanity to prioritize compassion, community, and interconnectedness. Practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and alternative healing methods are already gaining popularity, bridging gaps between ancient wisdom and modern science. Nostradamus's visions of light conquering darkness suggest a turning point where collective consciousness transcends divisions of race, religion, and nationality. Could this be the beginning of a world where spirituality and science coexist harmoniously, guiding humanity toward its highest potential?